Ready to Love, Season 7, Episode 1, Sexy Singles, Single Sexy, Sexy in Miami. Girl, something like that. Listen, I don't know if I am bored off the show. Was I tired? Am I just over the show? But three times I tried to watch, I fell asleep. Maybe it was because of nights and, I go to bed early. And then this morning, and I was like, oh, I'm just kind of bored. So four times I try to watch, and I've only gotten to the half of an hour mark. So I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm tired. Maybe I'm bored of the show. So far, I didn't see any guys that I liked. I would have been going home manless. So I'm just going to go ahead, instead of dragging this out, I'm just going to go ahead and review up to the 30-minute mark. And then today's Tuesday. Today's Tuesday. Come home early today. You need me today. So I try my very best to finish it today and get you the other half tonight. If not tonight, then definitely tomorrow morning. I want to thank you for your love and support. For all of the new cousins here, my name is Janice. Thank you for those of you who have subscribed. Make sure you are subscribed, because there's a lot of content creators saying they're losing subscribers. And I noticed that because I know I'm on a couple of people's channel, and I went on somebody's channel that I watch often, like weekly, and I wasn't subscribing. I'm like, I know I'm subscribed to his channel, so why am I unsubscribed? But anyways, be sure to make sure you're subscribed. Check your subscription to make sure you are subscribed. Thank you for those of you who have signed up for the husband profile. I got a couple of husband profile signups yesterday. Thank you, those of you who are signing up. I lost some people because of the whole Harry and Meghan, my whole Harry and Meghan content, but I got some people that said to me, Janice, girl, I would never have seen the stuff you're pointing out. Thank you. For those of you who signed up for the husband profile, you will be getting your reading packages. It's about 60 pages, about 55, 60 pages. And the class is set to begin January 28th. I have to wait for the ladies to get their coins. And no, I cannot start without you paying your coins, because the workbook itself is worth about $100. When you see, you're going to be like, girl. Okay, thank for those of you who have signed up for Janice Hylton Mentor, and this is where you show me love and support on a monthly basis. I basically kind of sort of cancel my Patreon and my YouTube membership, though I did sign back up for my YouTube membership because I needed to have a lower membership level. So thank you. I appreciate the love, the support, and your continued support and your comments. I appreciate you. And of course, thank you for those of you supporting Alexa for Boutique. You have made my baby girl very, very happy. She get a few orders a week, and she's excited and happy, and she's doing her orders and packages and putting the little stickers on them. So I really love and appreciate those of you who have showed us continued support. Ready to Love Season 7. I absolutely love Tommy. Ooh, Tommy was looking good in that, what is it, blue powder blue suit. I said, go ahead, Tommy. I am a little bit bothered why they only have 16 people. I need the 20 people for the drama, okay? And I was hoping that Tommy would have brought back 4 people to make it to the 20. But he said that, he wanted them to focus. I don't know if that's what it is, okay? So we first meet Andre. By now, if you've watched, you probably know who the faces are. I'm just going to put this picture up here. Please, ma'am, please, sir, do not tell me anything about the show. I've only watched up to the half of an hour mark, so I don't want to know anything beyond that. Please don't tell me who got sent home, because you know how while I watch, I say to myself and I think to myself, I think this person is going to get sent home. So please do not tell me who got sent home or who did not get sent home. Again, I am only up to the half of an hour mark, okay? So this is Andre, and I don't like him. Let me make this bigger for you. I don't like Andre. I don't like him. He comes off as a jokester to me, and I don't like him. I'm gonna tell you why I don't like him. Let me know. First impression we're talking about, did you like him? I definitely didn't like him. So Andre is 39. He's an entrepreneur. Of course he is. He's a social butterfly. So listen to what he says why I don't like him. He said he's a social butterfly. So buying bottles, hanging out with models, he was made for this. Sir, We don't want nobody on the show who is here to be hanging out with models. We want husbands. We're looking for husbands. We don't want somebody who's over here playing and carrying on, talking about buying bottles, hanging with models. You don't even sound serious because you're here to play and maybe be on camera. No, no, no. We want serious men who are serious about finding a wife or finding love, like Tommy says. But over here we says a wife. So that's what we want. We don't want you to be hanging out with talk about I was made for this. I'm a social butterfly. And so buying bottles and hanging out with models. Excuse you? See, I wouldn't have let him on the show because of that. Ugh. See, I'm already grossed out. He claims that he's a lion, that a lion doesn't lose his instinct. Listen, he's not a player right now. So that tells me you was once a player. It's all right, men, they do that, okay? But at 40, you're not over your player days to finally settle down and get married. Talk about a lion never loses its instinct. I'm not a player right now. Oh my God, child. I told you, this is why I'm over this show, okay? He's not a player right now, and he's very ready and ripe. You just said you're a social butterfly. You're buying bottles and hanging with models. So how you ready? How you ready and ripe? See, this is why I have too many questions, okay? So then he says, and then I was like, are those white tight leggings he has on? But I did love his jacket. It looks lilac, but I don't like him. I don't like him at all. Okay. Then the next person, Corvea. I'm trying to get these names right, but it's just so easy to call her Corvette. Corvea, I didn't like her dress. I love her dress here. This is Corvea's 31. I didn't like her dress on the show. I mean, she looked like she had on a dish rag. But one thing I can say so far, all the ladies looked beautiful, except for Corvette. I don't know why she had on. Looked like she was about to go to the beach to me. Okay, the outfit, the little green dress she had on the show, looked like she was about to go to the beach. But I love this dress that she has on. I'm not sure if I like her as yet. Let me see what my note says. She's 31, digital strategist. Her type is 6 feet, over big personality, and size matters. But she looks like she's about 4 feet. But her legs are absolutely beautiful, right? I love her dress in the voiceover and hated the dress she wore to the mixer. It literally looks like a dishcloth. She said her mom is Latina, dad is black. So she has lots of personality. So men need to commit or get lost. I don't think I'm gonna like her. I'm not. She's delusional. This is a woman who thinks that the moment a man sees you, he's supposed to commit to you. And those people are delusionalists. Because she obviously doesn't understand that dating is about data. Men also have a list of what they want the same way we do. They have a list, and you might not add up. And for some reason, women just do not understand that you might not add up, but it's okay because there's somebody out there that will love you for who you are. But you forcing something, it don't work. And I feel like I might not like her. I'm trying to like her, but I might not like her. The next person is Natasha. And let me just say again, I love that they have so far older women. I think the youngest I saw was 31. Natasha, I love her dress. I love this dress. She's 37, a lawyer who is like a graham cracker you eat slowly. Some people just tear into it, and that's the wrong way to eat it. And I'm looking at her sideways like, anyways, beautiful pink or fuchsia dress she showed up in. And I love both dresses. I love this dress that she has on in her voiceover and what she wore to the mixer. She said her career affected dating life. She's a workaholic, but now is open to finding love. She was engaged once. And this woman, I feel like we gonna have problems with. She's like Stacia and a lot of older Black women, let me just say women of color, who you just put so much in your career, right? You just invest so much in your career, but you haven't made time for dating and marriage. And now you're 40 and it's like you want to meet this man and get married tomorrow. And you have all this stuff to unlearn, especially for those women who want these top of the line guys, these high value guys, and all of these men. It's going to be very, very hard because you have not nurtured your femininity. You have not nurtured being a submissive woman. You have not nurtured softness and graciousness. And so it's usually hard for them to find love. But I'm very hopeful for all the women, okay? Somebody says it's okay too much. So I gotta stop saying that. She's 37 and she's looking for, she said she was engaged once. So that's not bad. Then we have Z. Oh no, Z kind of remind me of somebody that was on the show before. She looked like she talked too much. Z is 34, digital producer, and communications is her foreplay to her. So she's gonna talk to everyone. She might talk too much to me. She likes to baby her man, like to see them eat her food and rub their heads while they're eating, and can be obsessed. Didn't I tell you something's off about her? I knew something was off about her. I put it here. I knew someone. She can't be obsessed. Is this gonna be another Denise? Remember Denise? Huh? Is she gonna be another Denise? Because anytime you hear a woman say she's obsessed, I'm like, girl. Then we have Dre. I don't like Dre. I don't think I like any of the guys. Okay, Dre. Didn't we do him already? Oh no, that's the little guy. Who he need to? I think they're gonna send him home first. Do not tell me in the comments who got sent home first. Dre is 39. He is tiny. And to me, when you ladies, I still have to do that video if you're Leah. When certain things is not working for you, right? Let's say you think you're Leah, you're not the most prettiest girl, or you're rough on the edges, or you have something that's not very attractive or something like that. You have to work 10 times harder to be what you need to be. So Dre, who he looked like he's about 3 feet tall, he gonna show up and look like he going to the park to play. And I'm like, you already short, Dre. You should have stepped up in there with a suit. You should have been looking good. He was up there, but don't no woman like no man like that. And I think they're gonna send him home first. Do not tell me in the comments. I don't want to know. I've been staying off of Facebook. I've been staying out of the groups. I've just been busy writing. So don't tell me who went home first. But I think Dre's gonna go home first. Because women don't like little tiny men. And first of all, you're tiny. And then you didn't even try to look like a grown man. Dre's 39 rated personality. He said, listen what he said. Definition of love is your girl passing gas right next to you and y'all know each other. What? I don't want nobody passing gas next to me. My husband be over there farting. I look at him like, because theirs is loud. Ours is quiet, ladies. I'm like, maybe that's his fetish, okay? Uh Next to you, and to me, he screams broke, right? Scream broke. Farting next to each other, that's love. Let's not go on a nice date. Let's just fart. Girl, what? He shorts, puts a damper on love. He said he's short and he puts a damper on love, but he's gonna find a girl that that understands him. And I like that, because you do have to find somebody who understands you. And I do believe there is somebody for everyone. I just think that you have to find the right person for you. Then we have Lyndon. I don't like him. I told you if I was on the show, I would go manless. I wouldn't have no man. Lyndon is 33. I'm getting dusty vibes from him, y'all. I'm getting dusty vibes from Lyndon. Granted, Lyndon is my actual brother's name. Lyndon is 33, bar manager. Make sure that's the right one. He's a bar manager, and I'm picking up some accent from him. And I picked up some accent from the other one too, Andre. I'm picking up some accent. I just don't know where he's from. Woman thinks he's a player because he works night. And he said he's originally from Kingston, Jamaica. And I was like, oh, okay, well, that's the accent because I picked it up. He screams dusty to me. I don't like him. He screams dusty and broke. And we didn't get much from him. Then the next lady we saw was Morgan. One of these ladies I like, Marcia. I thought she was from the islands, so she has Marcia's Jamaican name. Morgan. Let's see. Do I like Morgan? Love the dress. Morgan is 38, interior designer. Enjoy getting to know Lyndon. Thinks she's cute, but is intimidated by she does the party, but she's ready to settle down. So she's intimidated by Lyndon because he works nights. She's not of the party crew. And, she's having questions about, can he be faithful? Lyndon also likes Morgan. She thinks she's beautiful. Her ass is astronomical. And they were vibing, child. They're always looking at the ass, okay? Then, I got something, okay. Marcia is 34. Marcia is a Jamaican. I went to school with a girl named Marcia. She's 34, looks like a lion. I put down here with all that weave. I don't know how they do all that weave going there back down in hot Texas, in hot Florida. She looks like a lion with all that hot weave down her back. In hot Florida, 34, fashion designer. She would date herself and marry herself. She thinks, which is why she's been single for so long. She loves Marcia. That's why you're single. You love yourself too much. Nothing wrong with loving yourself, girl. But if you would date you and marry you, then we have Blue. I don't like him. I don't like Blue, y'all. If I was on the show, I would go home manless. I wouldn't have no man. Okay. I'll be like, oh, well, Blue's 40 years old. And this is how he showed up, girl. He showed up in jeans. And I'm like, see, that would have been a total turnoff. He wouldn't even get a hello from me. Because I think if you're going to a mix or you're trying to meet somebody, Blue is 40, a lounge owner. He likes Marcia. She's fun. They broke the ice and start laughing. He's spontaneous, taking trips skydiving. Marcy likes Blue and feels safe around him as woman. She says, when we feel safe, the floodgates are open. I think I might like her. But then she laughed, and I'm like, oh my God, her teeth looks like the ones at the dentist's office. Then we see nephew Tommy comes in his baby blue or powder suit. And we meet Mercedes, who is lusting after Tommy, but I guess he is good looking, girl. Mercedes is 31. I love her braids. I love her dress here. I'm not sure if I'm going to like her on the show. She's the flight attendant, lusting at Tommy, but she hopes Tommy can help her to find her love. Tommy says, this is where Tommy says it's 16 because they need to focus. I think 20 people is good. I don't think 16 is good, okay? Because 20 people, you have a little bit more chances. And I just didn't like changing it to 20. Demario, let's find him or her. I don't like that guy Blake. I don't like him. I'm suspicious of him. You know, I'm suspicious of people. That's my nature. Okay. Demario is 37. I don't like him. You should have shaved. Why you came to the show looking like that? Hmm. I just didn't. Demar's 30 is an accountant. Says that's a lot of pressure. 16 means you have to interact with intention. That's a good point he made. So he's saying that 16 people is a lot of pressure, but that means you have to interact with intention. He's 39. He's a nurse practitioner. No, that's not the one. That's not the one who says this one. This guy here, he's on the wrong show. This guy here. I didn't put his name down. This guy, Anthony. Oh, I put anything. Anthony's 39, and Anthony's on the wrong show. Anthony should be on Bad Boys of LA. He's a nurse practitioner, but you know how they inflate their bio. Anthony's 39, nurse practitioner. He said he thought Tommy was going to bring out his ex-girlfriend, and he's definitely, I said he's definitely on the wrong show. And did you guys notice how all the guys were sweating? Well, it is hot Florida. So then Rashid and Simone comes out. They looked so good. Rashid in that green suit, honey. Both him and Simone looks really, really, really good. And so they've been dating for a year and a half. And then she says they've been dating a year exclusively. And see, we don't do exclusivity over here, but you already know the story. You already know how I feel about their roles. I love them both. I love them. That's one couple I will be happy to see get married. But for me personally, I don't like how they're doing it. And I thought this could have been an opportunity for them to set an example to Black people, especially for Black people that do the show, say this is how you do it. I mean, they both claim God, but maybe they're not born again believers because we don't shack up. But I definitely love Rashid and Simone, and I'll be so happy to see them get married. Okay, but I just don't like the shacking up and the living together and all of that. Y'all know how I feel about that. Okay, I don't see the thing about me. Thing about Janice is I've already drawn my line in the sand. So you will never hear me okay anything that I said is not okay. I just live my life according to, I have a standard, a structure, a guideline that I live my life with. That's how I live my life. The Bible in context. You will never hear me be okay with a couple shacking up before marriage, living together. Never. I don't care who it is. And that's one thing y'all can say about Janice. Is that Janice? I drew my line in the sand. For Christ I live, for Christ I die. I am never going to compromise on my faith. Mike, could you please bring me a charger from my computer? I think it may be in the guest room. Thank you. For Christ I live and for Christ I die. I will never compromise my faith and my beliefs for nobody. Okay. So I thought they looked good. I'm happy for them that they're engaged. When's the way? Mm-hmm. And so then we meet Suan. I don't know if I like her. There's one girl that I really like that she was going around talking to all the men, and I was like, oh, she's so feminine and soft. Okay. So Suan is 39, an attorney, thinks it can happen for her because it happened for Rashid and Simone. So then they mixed and mingle. Anthony says Mercedes wowed him a bit. He has a baby. The baby is a new baby child. That's a newborn to me. A 2 or 3 year old, that's a newborn. Where's the baby's mama, Anthony? Black one. Where's the baby's mama, Anthony? That little girl, she ain't but about 2. Where's the baby's mama? Why you trying to find a new mama? Why you ain't married that baby mama? I just have so many questions. So, anyways, he said that Mercedes wowed him. Mercedes 31. Mercedes, you could find a man with no kids, child. Don't do it. You're 31 and you're pretty. She's a pretty girl. So, she has some, this is Mercedes, 31, pretty. She don't have to settle for a man with a kid. Anthony said Mercedes wowed him. And did y'all see something on the back of his head? I was like, wait a minute, what is that? Is that a sore? Is that a sore on the back of his hand? So then Rashid and Simone chatted with the group. And Andre, where is he from? I'm picking up an accent from Andre. I just can't place it. Maybe he's Haitian or something. He could be Jamaican. He looks Jamaican. And the reason why I say, first of all, he looks Jamaican, but then he says, I'm going to say what he said. I say, Andre, where is he from? Where's he from? Is this the one that say he's from Jamaica? It's the other Andres from Jamaica. So he did say he's from Jamaica. Where am I? Lost my spot. So then they said that Simone and Rashid give lots of insight about being deep. This is Mr. buying liquors, hanging with models. Talk about getting deep. We already know why you're here, sir. We already know why you're here. So don't try to change the narrative. You said the reason why you were here when you got here. Talk about buying bottles and champagne bottles. Walking with models and champagne bottles. This is Tony. He's 42. I don't like him either. He's a tax director. Tax director. What does that mean? Just say you do taxes. Tony's 42, tax director, has 2 boys, 16 and 9. Where's the baby's mama? Where's the baby mama at? He likes Morgan because she's okay with being a stepmom. And then I say, is he from Jamaica too? Because I'm just hearing a lot of accent. But, Florida's like New York. Okay, very, it's a melting pot. Miami. Let me clarify. Miami. He said his parents were never married or was really together. He says mom is a pastor, and then Morgan says, really, my friends call me Pastor Morgan too. Okay, so Morgan, I'm gonna be watching you. I'm gonna be watching you to see if you're really living your life like a pastor. Or you're gonna be out here slinging and slanging. Oh God, girl, in this dress, you shouldn't have said that. See, you shouldn't have said that, but she's the one. She's the one. I must say, I like her. I must say, I like how she was talking to the men and how she was leaning in and how she was cutting them off. What's she doing? What's she doing for a living? What's she do? I like Morgan, but you shouldn't have said just a pastor because I'm going to be paying attention. She said she was raised in the church, and dated a man who was not in the church. Listen to what she's saying. She dated a man who wasn't in the church, and it was like a struggle trying to get him to come to church and be what she wanted him to be. This is why I stress don't do it. She said she was struggling because she was just dragging him. Don't do it. Don't be with no man who don't believe. You can't. Man must have a relationship with his God, with the Lord Jesus Christ, with his doctor, and with his money. If he don't have a relationship with those three, baby, you need to run to the hills from whence cometh your help, because you're gonna struggle. And guess what? We're not getting married to struggle. Demaria is 37. I did talk about him again already. He's a hazel eyes. Ask Corvea what kind of shoes she has on, because he's very fashionable too. So she said, the shoes are on a little expensive side. Dusty Linden over here just laughed like, expensive. We know you's cheap looking, Linden. Okay. He said he likes baddies. And he like fake black long hair. I put the fake in there down the back, because that's the only way the black girls have. You find very rare few mixed black girls with hair down their black. Black girls like me that has my hair texture, they don't have hair all the way down the back. Our hair just don't grow like that. Okay, for all the delusional people. Now, if they're mixed, if they're biracial or mixed with something, then their hair might grow all the way down there. But our hair don't grow like that. Our hair, black Negro hair, don't grow all the way down or black like the other people. Our hair grow like this way. We have the big afros. That's why we can have the big afros. Our hair grow up, out. But our hair don't grow all the way down the back for all the delusional people. I'm 45 years old. I've lived long enough to know black Negro with straight Negro hair don't grow like that. If they're mixed biracial or something, their hair might grow down. But black Negro people, our hair grow up and out. So long black hair down her back either means she's white or it's the weave or the wig. I got school some of y'all. So he said he like that is long, fake black hair, and ass. That's most black men. He's single because he said, listen to this. He is single because things did not. As a matter of fact, his picture doesn't give him any justice. He should have shaved. He would have looked better. He looks better on the show, but I don't like him. He's single because things didn't transfer into a life partner. Pay attention, ladies. So in other words, there's something he's looking for. You're good for the moment, and he might take you for a couple of days. Y'all might have slept together. But when it comes to a life partner, you didn't make the cut. So stop sleeping with them, ladies. Stop. Take the cookie off the table. She asks him if he's been to therapy. She says yes. And so Lyndon, the broke man sitting across the street, she said, if a man don't go to therapy, I wouldn't want to have to do nothing with him. Lyndon sitting over here shaking his head. Like, oh my God, how could you just being judgmental? And Demaria asks her, what is her number one deal breaker? And she said independence. And I'm like, girl, yes. She's like, a man must be independent. And he said that she asked, "Do you live by yourself?" He was like, "Her, Lyndon over here says about, no, I don't live by myself." Talking about, in his defense, the landlord showed up a month before to say they're selling the apartment. Is that how they do stuff in Florida? Because you can't do that up here. You're not going to show up 30 days and tell me to move because you're selling my apartment. I think he's lying. People in Miami, is that legal down there? So for 30 days, he's only giving you a 30-day notice to move and find an apartment? That's not legal. I don't believe him. He's lying. That's not legal anywhere in the United States. You have to give notice. When he's renewing the lease the next year, I'm just letting you know, you're going to have to move by next year, or they got to give you 6 months notice, 3 months notice. But don't tell me your landlord showed up 30 days and say, "I'm selling the apartment, you got to move." When did he put the apartment on the market? Unless he was a terrible. But no, that's, even if they're no pay, that's not legal. You have to go to court. This is the United States of America. This is not the back bush at Jamaica. We don't do that here. So then in Linda's voiceover, he doesn't live alone and says that she's just mental and he can't have a connection with her because you're broke. We know you're broke, bro. You, first of all, you're sitting over there shaking your head about therapy. So that means you have the old mindset of therapy. Of course, most Caribbean people do. You don't think anything is wrong with you. You're broke. Okay? You're shaking your head about her shoes, and she's judgmental because she wants somebody who's been to therapy and who lives alone on his independently. Sir, what? Talk about, no, he's not gonna have no connection with her. So then Simona Rashid talked to Blake, who is 44. I don't like him. I think I said that from his thing. I don't like him. Blake. He's a mall cop. Talk about he's a what is it? A corporate security guard. What in the world is a corporate security guard? Does that mean you work for a corporation? You're still a security guard. You don't even have a gun, sir. Talk about, I'm a corporate. You're a security guard. You work at the school. You're a mall cop with a bat. I don't like him. Okay. He's 44, corporate security guard, and said that this young lady is real pretty, and said have to be best friend. She wants a best friend. He's going to evaluate for a best friend or life partner. Let me cut this down. I wrote about this in my book, 23 Types of Guys You May Meet. Ladies, you don't need any more friends. Don't tell me you're 30 and 40, you don't have a best friend. And the best friend is a trap. Because best friend is, you meet this man, we gonna be best friend, we gonna be married, we gonna get married. He has a best friend. When I got married, my husband and I were not best friends. I wasn't trying to find a best friend. I had a best friend. My husband has his best friend. They grew up together on the same street, went to the same school. They've been best friends since they were children. His frat brothers. He has a best friend. I had a best friend, girls I went to school with, though we're living in different countries. We're not as close as we used to because, we're Alexia, my best friend from school, which is what I named my daughter Alexia. She lives in London. The other girls I went to school with is in New York. But I'll tell you one thing. If I call Althea to come over here right now, she's going to be on the next train. And the same thing. She can call me, Janice, I'm in a bind. I'm on the train. I'm calling my supervisor. I ain't coming today. I'm on the train. So those are my friends that I grew up with that I can call, and I have a best friend for another for 30 over 30 years. And then the girls I work with, we're close, but I'm not trying to find a best friend. And ladies, I think that's a trap. That's another thing why a lot of you are not meeting husbands, because you're looking for best friends. And my question is, girl, you're 30, you ain't got no best friends. How many best friends? So every man you meet, you're gonna make him your best friend. It's a trap. Don't do it. You don't need a best friend. You need a husband. Okay, me and my husband, we was not best friends. He had his best friends that he grew up with for some 40 years. Those are his best friends. Now we've been married 10 years in May. Oh my God, it's been 10 years. In May, now we're like sharing and telling him everything and blah, blah, blah. And oh my God, can you believe it? And let me tell you what happened, girl. Let me tell you, Mike, oh my God, this is... But when I was dating, I wasn't looking for a best friend. That's why y'all got friends and not husbands. So stop believing the best friend trap. Lil Dre likes Marcia and thinks they'll make nice babies. I think he needs to just go ahead and accept that he's a little guy and this is just not it for him. He likes her. I said in my notes, do not tell me because I didn't finish watching. I think they're going to send him home. Marcia thinks Marcia doesn't like him. She's least attracted to him. Let me show you Lil Dre. And he's just little. So then Blake asks if you, I think I'm gonna stop here and then I'll pick up here because that Blake, he's exhausted. I'm already exhausted by him. I think I'm gonna stop here. Excuse me, with the Blake thing. And I'll pick up here maybe tomorrow morning. Okay. So far, I don't really like any of the guys. I wouldn't go out with any of them, but none of them could get my phone number. And I think they're gonna send a little Dre home. Don't tell me in the comments. I don't want to know because there's still people I didn't meet yet. So let me know what you think. Did you watch? Are you watching? Are you enjoying this season so far? Does this season feel a little different for you? I'm like, I don't know, child. I'm kind of like, I don't know, but I know a lot of you watch from my content, and I love it because I get to evaluate 16 people and tell you about them and tell you about the man and don't do this lady and don't do that. That's turn off. So let me know what you think. I love you. I love you. Remember, the husband profile is available for you to sign up. Everyone that's to this sign up, I can't start it until you make your down payment, but it's beginning January 28th. I gotta wait for the ladies to get their coins. Sample is coming very soon, and I absolutely love you and adore. Thank you for your love and support. I will talk to you later. I'll try to be in the comments today. Bye.